Hey yo, what is up guys, it is I, DPX here. Welcome back to another show review. Today I'll be reviewing the Chucky TV series. Yep, before we get started though, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell, and leave a comment, or I'll stab you to death. Basically, some background, I'm not the biggest fan of the Chucky series, nothing against them. I mean the movies, nothing against them, I just not that big of a fan. So I watched this out of curiosity, and then here's the thing, the first episode, while not being terrible, kind of like, I don't know, it set a weird mood. Everyone was all like depressed and just moody and shit, and it didn't really make for a nice viewing experience. The second episode put the show into gear, if you know what I mean, and I thought I thought from there on out it was mostly cool. The series was pretty much good all around up until it. I have a few issues with how it ended, but or some stuff in the last couple episodes, but I'll get there. I was thoroughly impressed with this show. Like, I didn't have very high expectations going into it, and then even the first episode, again, I didn't hate the first episode because I still watched the second episode right afterwards. This was after I started watching the show after the second episode had already come out. So yeah, I was intrigued enough to watch the second episode, and then I was on board. And then episode 3 was really good. Episode 4, it was basically good all around. The performances in this show are great. This follows Jake Wheeler, played by, I don't know any of the actors' names, I'm sorry, but yeah, the kid who plays Jake plays him, honestly, I want to say to perfection. He does really well in this role. And you know what? All the kid actors, just about all the kid actors, or at least for the characters that are like the main characters, do a fantastic job. And Chucky, you know, the voice performance there is fantastic, of course. So basically, Jake buys a good guy doll, the Chucky doll, of course, and then Chucky tries to make Jake a killer, and then it's sort of just like Jake doesn't want to do it, and then Chucky just starts killing people all over Hackensack, right? And it makes for some, like, you know, suspense at basically all times, where like, oh no, is Chucky gonna kill this guy? No, is he gonna kill him? And it makes for some like good suspense. The relationship between Jake and Devin, I thought was good. You know, this ran the risk of feeling forced, of feeling like woke, and it wasn't. You know, that type of stuff is like very criticized in media today. You know, just how like, oh, companies want to like force in like same-sex relationships, but this one I think was done well. It felt natural. They had some genuine chemistry every time they were on screen, and even them two and Lexi were like, they all had really good chemistry every time they're on screen. Lexi's a character I kind of at first she was incredibly like insufferable, to the point where you are kind of rooting for Chucky to kill this bitch, who's in middle school. These people are supposed to be in middle school, not even high school. So you're rooting for Chucky to kill her, and then to the point where at the end of episode 3, where he tries to kill her, I was kind of let down by the fact that he did not kill her. And then they gave Lexi sort of a redemption arc. I feel like they tried to force that a little too much. But like the moment with her and Junior at the end, I thought was really cool. Junior's a character I had a few issues with, though. Specifically, I like that, you know, I liked his sort of dramatic arc. How he was like, you know, he was sort of like the ticking time bomb, and I really liked that. But I don't know, the way it was done didn't feel natural. When he killed his father, it didn't feel like that had been building up. You know, there was hints of that, you know, because of the whole like athletic thing, you know. But there was, it's sort of just his hatred for his father just felt random. And I get it, he thinks his mom killed herself because she found out that his father was cheating on her. If that happened with me and my parents, I would definitely be mad at my father, but like wouldn't kill him. But then obviously Chucky being the master manipulator, and you know, kids being naturally very impulsive, I guess. But then, like, if you can excuse that, then the finale comes, and within one speech from Lexi, he just turns back to being good, and then dies. So I mean, like, you had this dramatic arc with this character where he just turns into Chucky's lackey, and then you had another arc within the next episode. It would have been different if you had him, if you redeemed him, like, within the next season, but they redeemed him within the next episode, and then after that, we didn't even really get, like, any moment with him. Like, I mean, like, they got that one moment with Lexi, but it wasn't like, you know, we didn't get much else with him because he died immediately afterwards. I think it's also worth mentioning Andy Barclay and Kyle. I thought their inclusion in the show was really cool. At least Andy Barclay's, until to a certain extent. Kyle didn't really do much. That one scene where they were shooting up that one Chucky doll, like that scene in Pulp Fiction, that scene was awesome. Like, bro, that was probably one of the best singular, like, shots of the entire series. No, the best one. But towards the end, they sort of just get, like, obviously Andy Barclay, you know, he's sort of a bit of a badass there, but then Kyle is sort of just sidelined. She enters this house that blows up, so then at the end where, like, Chucky is doing a kill count, which I thought was pretty funny, it says she died in that fire, but then as I read up, I looked at some other reviews, and apparently Kyle is still alive. So I don't really know what was up with that. And one more complaint I had was, you know, the effects. This is a bit of a minor complaint. The effects whenever Chucky would kill people always just seem incredibly fake. Like, whenever he's stabbing someone, or that one, or the one time in episode 7 where Junior is using him to kill his father, like, you can, it never once looks like the knife is actually, like, even, well, like, let alone, like, going into his victim, just even touching it, you know. And it was a bit distracting. It honestly did take away from a few of the kills, but other than that, I actually really enjoyed this show. Again, it's a lot better than I expected. I'm intrigued to see season 2. I did kind of think it would work best. This was before the season ended. I thought it would maybe work really well as a limited series, but the season ended, and I feel like it still probably would work better as a limited series, but I see the material for a season 2. It seems like season 2 will be more about Andy Barclay, which is interesting. They sort of seem to wrap the story up with the kids, and I'm not quite sure what else they can do with them, to be honest. But yeah, that's my review for Chucky. I'm gonna give Chucky season 1 an 8.5 out of 10. I listed a bunch of flaws, I know, but like my main strength for the show is that it was just really good. I just really enjoyed the show. Like, I was super intrigued with what was happening throughout the entire series. I would actually, like, I would think about it for the whole week, which is cool. And for a show that I really didn't expect much from, it definitely delivered. So that was my review for Chucky season 1. Do you agree with me? Have you seen the show? Have you not seen the show? Do you like it? Do you not like it? If you haven't seen this show, do you want to see it? Do you not want to see it? Anything about this show, let me know down below. Anyways, be sure to like this video, comment, subscribe, or I'll stab you to death. Bye!